Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Monday. If you missed last Friday's edition of the Weekly, let's get you caught up. First up, I dropped a piece on project financing for contractors. And this is one of those looks like a win until it isn't situations. You land a big job, everyone celebrates, and then you realize you're the bank for the next 3 months. Payroll, materials, subs, all going out while your client is processing your invoice at a leisurely pace. I walk you through how to actually fund the gap so you're not one delay away from a panic. If you take on bigger jobs, go read it before you learn this the hard way. Now, speaking of people who figured out where the money is, Dick's Sporting Goods has been quietly printing by leaning into youth sports. Families are dropping serious money per kid now, and it's not slowing down. But the smart part is they didn't just sell more stuff. They wedged themselves into the whole experience. Apps, rewards, data, even turning workouts into coupons. Then they layer in acquisitions and tweak store formats. It's less retail store and more, you're now part of our ecosystem. Good luck escaping. And weirdly enough, the idea of going where the demand is shows up in a very different way next. Hair transplants in Turkey. Yep, huge businesses, huge, way cheaper than the US, and they package it like a vacation. Flight, hotel, translator, new hairline, maybe a little sightseeing on the side. But yeah, when the price drops that much, you're not getting the same playbook. Some clinics rush it, skip the slower approach, and when it doesn't go great, you're back home trying to find someone willing to clean it up. Turns out all-inclusive has limits. Now, from hairlines to hard drives, Elon's back with another, this sounds insane, but also maybe genius idea. He wants to use Tesla vehicles as part of a distributed AI network. Instead of relying only on giant, expensive data centers, the idea is to spread the workload across millions of cars and devices. Smaller models logically, bigger models in the cloud. It's scrappy, it's unconventional, but if compute is the bottleneck, this is one way to sidestep it. And then back to something you'll feel a little more directly. Let's talk about what's for dinner. Beef. Prices are already high. Cattle supply is tight, and now thousands of workers walk out at a major plant. That's not a hiccup, that's a chain reaction. Prices go up, supply gets squeezed, and suddenly the government's talking imports while ranchers are rolling their eyes. The market doesn't sit still, it adjusts, usually in a way that annoys someone. Fish, anyone? Which honestly ties right into Matt's Money Minute section. Uncle Nearest is an established brand of whiskey with historically strong growth, but now it's in a fight with its lender and staring down liquidation. See what we did there? That's not because people stopped buying whiskey, it's because of how the deal was structured. When things get tight, control goes to whoever wrote the terms, not whoever built the brand. And if that hits a little close to home, you know where to find us. And now for some quick hits from around the web. First up, Kraft rolled out a high-protein mac and cheese. Because regular mac and cheese wasn't doing enough for your gains. At this point, if it doesn't have protein in it, it's basically a liability. Meanwhile, a 7-ton asteroid ripped across the Midwest at 45,000 miles per hour and exploded midair, shook houses, lit up the sky, and somehow still less disruptive than a missed payroll. And finally, there's now a weight loss capsule you swallow that inflates in your stomach. No surgery, no downtime, no trip to Mexico. Just one more way to turn eating less into a subscription model. All right, that's a wrap. If you want the full stories, subscribe on Substack. We'll see you next week.